we're on a Skype call and we're talking, and all of a sudden I see my dad in frame in a wife beater. I started telling everybody that I worked in Brooklyn, even though I was really scoring things from my parents' basement in New Jersey. Just thought it was fancier to say Brooklyn. People would think I was cooler. Producers would be like, oh, Sid's in, Zoom call. They'd be like, oh, Sid's recording in Brooklyn. And people are like, oh, that was cool. I scored the pilot episode for This Is Us from my parents' basement in New Jersey. Okay, I'd set up a desk down there, a little laptop. And remember, I would tell my parents, like, when I'm downstairs in the basement, just working, just don't come down. Call me if you're coming downstairs, okay? So I'm on a desk like this over here, and behind me are the stairs that come down from to the basement. And one day I was on a phone call with producers for This Is Us. It was like a Zoom at that time. What would have been? Skype. Yeah. And we're on a Skype call, and we're talking, and all of a sudden, I see my dad in frame in a wife beater. And I literally frantically, I like tried to disable the video quickly, and I disabled the video, and I can hear them like, I feel lost Sid. And then I mute the mute button, and I looked at my dad, and I said, Dad, I told you, like, you get a call or something, you can't come down in the middle of it. And he goes, I just wanted to know what you wanted for dinner. And I told him or whatever it was. And he went up, and then I was back, and they're like, oh, Sid. And where it started in the basement. Yeah. Well, by the time This Is Us came around, it was all I wanted to do. But I think the very first thing they talked to me about, I was in the middle of this transition, because in my mind, I was like, oh, I still have another record in me. I want to go make records. And then I also saw that that career path was giving me a ceiling that probably would not have been right for my life. I had married, we had a kid, crushing it. Okay. And it was a different thing where I was like, okay. And then through Steve's sort of advice, wife's, it more not begging, but she was just like, maybe career shift is not a bad idea. And I think that's the other thing too we have to be open to, is that sometimes our careers will take turns in ways that we weren't expecting. And if you're not open to it, you're like, yourself.